Hi, I'm Brooke with Sunkissed Gardening, and this is part 3 of our Getting Started series, where we are actually going to start our seeds. What I have in front of me are my containers that I'm gonna put my seeds in to start them. I have all of my seed varieties. Today I'm gonna do some corn, peas, squash, spinach, lettuce, and broccoli. And I also have my water to water the seeds after I plant them. The first thing that you're going to want to do is to label your containers with what you're planting in them and the date that you planted it. That way you know, obviously when all the seeds are in the containers, you're not going to know which is which. And you want the date on there so you know when to transplant them to their final, I was gonna say final resting spot.
Their final destination.
Jeez. Okay, so now that I have all of my containers labeled and dated, I'm going to add some seed starting potting mix to each container. And this is a new bag that was just opened yesterday, and you're not gonna wanna pat it down like I just did. So since it was just opened yesterday, it still has a lot of moisture in the soil. If you are using a bag that's been opened a while and it's dried out, I suggest that you moisten the starting mix so that it's a little more damp and fluffy. It doesn't need to be like wet, just like really, really lightly damped, if that makes sense. In gardening, you'll hear the phrase like a wrung out sponge a lot for different things. That's how your compost should feel and your seed starting mix should feel. I would even say you'll want it even lighter than that. Would you agree?
Yeah.
That didn't sound very convincing. Now that all of our containers are filled, it's time to plant the seeds. So I'm gonna start out with my squash. And typically the rule of thumb for planting seeds is to put 2 to 3 in each container. These are fairly new seeds and I'm confident that they will germinate. And so I'm just gonna put 2. All you're going to want to do is, this is the way that I do it at least, set them down like an inch or 2 apart from each other and then softly cover them up. You're not gonna wanna press the soil down. You're going to want to just give them lots of space and air to breathe and to germinate. Lettuce seeds are so tiny. Oh my gosh. So now that we're done planting, we'll just want to make sure that they all get a nice, good drink. And if you watched Getting Started Part 2, gathering your supplies, you'll know that a water bottle with a couple holes drilled or nailed into the top is my absolute favorite thing to use because it just gives you a lot of control when you're watering your little tiny baby seedlings. So a lot of people don't know how often to water their seeds when they just barely plant them. If you see that the top of the soil looks dry, then it's not a bad idea to just give them a little drink. Just make sure when you're done watering to put them in a sunny spot in your house. Usually a south-facing window is the best place if you have one. Let me know what you planted in the comments. I'm curious to see what everyone is going to be planting for their fall gardens.